Kimsey is our next speaker this evening. Adam is also a candidate for the Board of Alderman. And Adam, here is your question. What would your approach be to managing our sewer and water systems? And you can also address other aspects of our town infrastructure.
For starters, my name is Adam Kimsey. I'm from here in Franklin, born and raised. Involving sewer and water systems, I think some of the other candidates have talked to some of the issues of water sources, which I think is very, very important. Franklin doesn't have a lot of water sources, and to tie into one of the other questions, that's something we're going to have to work with the county on. The county controls a lot of the land and the water sources available. We're going to have to work in tandem with them to make sure if we have shortages in the future or growth, we can work with them. And another issue is with the policy extension of water and sewer. Just to kind of talk about, as we grow, we're going to have to extend, and in some cases that may involve extending Franklin city limits, annexation of certain land, which I know is a kind of a hot topic from when I've talked to different people. So as we do that, I really just want to make sure that if I was elected alderman, we stop and we talk to county planners, city and county officials, taxpayers, any involved party, really, local municipalities. Just ensure that as we take a project, if we extend something, we do something, we spend taxpayer money on something, that it really makes sense for the town of Franklin. And when I say makes sense, I mean monetarily it invites return on investment. We're not just spending money because we're spending money, and also make sure we protect the image and core of Franklin. What I mean, not just the way, it is the way it looks to an extent. When people go to Asheville, people go to Silva, Waynesville, we talk about people and go spend money there. That's because it's not just it's the things they have there, but it's also the atmosphere, the environment they've created. We want to make sure we create that for Franklin. We kind of already have it, embrace it. We're not those towns, but we can look at them and take some of their ideas. That's another thing. Talk with other towns, other counties, see what they've done. What have they encountered? Buncombe County is not far from here, and they've encountered growth over the last 20, 30, 40 years. Reach out to those officials, reach out to those planners, ask them, what are their successes, their failures as we move forward with our growth in Franklin? And I understand that a lot of people have expressed a little bit of, I guess, anxiety with annexation as a potential option, and that's something that you just have to look at, and we'll have to take a close look with everybody involved. And inevitably, I just want to make sure that, just like everything we spend, make sure we spend our funds, make sure we create a strong core, whether it's with infrastructure, such as sewer and water, roads, but inevitably make sure that we build a strong, viable, vibrant, economic Franklin, because you can build all the roads, you can build all the water sources you want, you can build all the sidewalks you want. What are people going to come here for? And I think that's kind of where, if I was involved with the town government, I really think that over the last few years the town government has really looked at a lot of options, such as the principles of growth, which really looked at a focus on a unified vision for moving Franklin forward. We need to take things like that. We need to take things from other counties, other people, draw on ideas, and not just the local government, but the town, the taxpayers, the citizens, and really find a way to boost business, boost image, and really encourage local business. And those things take a lot of time, and I think that's been a little bit of a drawback with the local government, and we need to make sure, as Bob Scott said, that we really take a lot of time to make sure that we're being visible to the general public, being open. I think Bobby's done a great job with that with some of the town meetings. You can go online and watch those, and just making sure people understand what the issues are and getting them involved. That's why I'm excited about this election. I think there's a lot of people involved, just because there's so many candidates. And with local business, currently I'm in the process of buying a local business. I would really like to see an opportunity for maybe there to be a resource, preferably a person in town that could walk you through that process. Everybody involved in buying the business has been fantastic, but there's 10, 15, 20 different steps you have to take, and in that it can be a little daunting, and I can see that really detracts a lot of people from wanting to engage and take their money and take their investment and put it here in Franklin. If you could go to the town government and say, I want to open a business, and the town had an attitude towards you that really wants you and desires you to bring your business, your money, your ideas here, which then attracts people to come to those businesses, which inevitably is just town revenue through tax dollars. I think if you had somebody there that could, as a resource, to kind of hold your hand through those endeavors, those issues, and just really, really take you step by step so you feel like the town wants you to be here, I think that would be a big positive for the town. Also, I think we need to actively engage the local tourist and town market. What I mean by that is I'm sure that we've done that in the past. I'd like to look at some things, but also in the future, you know, why do you live here? What is it that you come here for? Why do you like to be here? Where do you go? What do you buy? I want to make sure that we spend a little time and do studies and get statistics on those things, whether it's people from here or from other places, and just make sure that we know what they want to see, and that inevitably, what else haven't we thought of as this town? We're looking at the ideas that Waynesville, Silva, Asheville have put out there. They've grown economically, and we can take from their ideas. And inevitably, I just really want to make sure that we build from a strong, successful economic Franklin, because that's going to bring in business, that's going to bring in revenue, and then those things are going to bring in the money to build on infrastructure, things like sewer and water. And the last question, like 2033, I want to be here. I want to operate my business. I want to be successful. I want to be successful alongside 30, 40, 50, hundreds of other businesses. And I want my friends, my family, you guys, your family, I want you all to still be here. And I want you to want to be here. So, like I said, my name's Adam Kimsey. I'm running for Alderman, and I'd appreciate your vote, and I'm just excited that so many candidates and so many people involved. Thank you.
Patty Halliburton.